What is up, you guys? It is your boy Phoenix Brenton here, and today's video we are going to be doing week 4 of the high school series. I mean, I really don't have really much else to say. The only thing I really have to say is another reminder. So for this week in particular, by the time I'm recording this, obviously, like what's today? Today is the 30th, right? Or is it the 31st? It is the 30th. By the time you guys are watching it, it's already August. But, just to mention, during this week, I said the 7th through the 9th will all have no videos. The 7th through the 9th, which will be Sunday through Saturday. The only point you will ever get a video is the Cuphead video. That's it. Because I do want to try to finish that game as quickly as I possibly can, so we can start to push out a little bit more of the Teams Before series. And plus, I'm pretty sure everybody really just wants to see that over anyways, because I've been making so many videos of that at this point. I mean, hell, by this point, I just did the Rams, which is something. You know, because, like, I'm trying to get it quickly done as possible so I can, you know, start to move on to some other things on this channel. But it's kind of hard for me to do that, for the moment at least. But anyways, enough said. Let's just get into the video. We're going to be playing against the Washington Commanders, which is, in my opinion, like, we haven't obviously gotten to the video yet with the Commanders. I don't think that will even be the next team. I think, I don't know. I don't know who the next team for the NFC East is going to be. Because the NFC East, like, outside the Eagles, they're all very interesting to talk about. Like the Giants are interesting, the Cowboys are interesting. So maybe it might be the Commanders. I don't know. I'm not quite sure about that at the moment. But I mean, I'll decide when I get to there, which I'm not even done with the NFC North video yet, so I'm not even close to that. Damn. I always struggle the first drive. It's always the first drive I struggle. Damn. I always forget to just not run the frickin' ball. Like, run the ball. I always forget to do that every time when we do the first drive. And it pisses me off. Is it zone? No. Just lots of short routes. You were so lucky that that throw was as bad as it was, because if not, that would have been a huge gain of yards. But they got the first down anyway, so I guess it didn't really matter. God, they need to work on their tackling. Like, it's pretty pathetic. I won't lie. Took up precisely 53 seconds. 53 seconds to score a touchdown. All right. Got our offense in. Nice 13-yard gain. You kind of see what I get at. It's like, we do such a good job at running the ball, but like the first drive, I always forget to run the ball. And that's why our first drives usually never go well. 27 carries, 134 yards, and a touchdown. That's kind of how, that's just proof of, well, to be honest, how bad the passing game can really be. And that is the reason why. Bro. I swear, the tackling in this game in some occasions piss me the hell off. I'm not even gonna lie, it's just facts. Raheem Shaheed. There you go. Gio with the sack. It just sucks that it was 1 yard. Well, I'm having such a fun time so far. Alright, we're back. This season he has 47 carries, 272 yards, and 2 touchdowns. There we go. Solid run. As a, I thought that was a rushing touchdown. Are you kidding me? He has goal line stuff, doesn't he? No, he just has inside stuff. And that is a touchdown. Clutch, may I add. Clutch. First and 10. Shift a little bit to the left. Let's play action, but we got there in time. 3rd and 10. I mean, you should expect this every single time you run play action. You know we're going to be blitzing. And that's intercepted. That be Tilly boy. For a second, I thought he dropped it, and I would have been upset because that is just a wide open pass. And I don't think we have our actual adjustments for 3rd down running backs, and especially with how many times he's gotten the ball so far. Yeah, maybe we should. Touchdown. Just like that, we're back in the game. Just like that. It is weird, like, cutting some of this stuff out, you know, because now I'm trying my best to, like, cut some stuff out because, well, for obvious reasons, my videos get way too long, especially when I play these. Well, I wouldn't say videos are long. It's just these videos in particular are very long. Like, they're like 50, 40 minutes long, which it's kind of ridiculous, you know? And they just keep on terminating us. Do we need to just upgrade this interior defensive line or the outside linebackers? Because stuff like that, for example, would not continuously happen if we had, for example, upgrade the interior defensive line or the outside linebackers. Just an example. I'm not saying that as an obvious answer. It's good. All right, we got ourselves a 3rd and 2. I wouldn't be surprised if they run the ball. It's either that or they're running RPO Pete zone bubble since there's 2 running backs in the backfield. It's inside zone. Nobody was there, which pisses me off. And now we got a 1st and goal. Stub their toes. I think this is a pass, which it is. And they score a touchdown. First time they scored a touchdown without us either having a very poor punt or an interception. And they got over 1:30. Like, you gotta be kidding me. Over 1:30. This game is just, it's super fast paced. This is why I've been kind of considering going back to 7 minutes. Because, one, these videos are getting super long, which I'm not a big fan of. And 2, I'm kind of tired of playing 8-minute quarters. I'm just kind of tired of it. All right, let's run the ball here. Let's end this quarter. That was a decent play to end the game. Or, not to end the game, the quarter. So 14-21. We're down by 7. It's 3rd and 3. And I'm going to run the ball again. I know it might be stupid, but I'm going to be running the ball again. And it just worked out just fine. Let's put him on the cross and see how that might go. There we go. Got Brown Miller wide open. We have yet to throw in a single touchdown in this game. Simply because I just don't really quite trust my team. Put it at that. And that does not mean I want to try to force a touchdown. Or, in fact, a passing touchdown. Actually, I really like this play. There we go. Carson touchdown. And just like that, we're back in the game. That was cover 1. Which, funny enough, our high school actually runs in real life. They run that defense in real life. Which, it's very hit or miss, I'd say. Like, I think that's a good defense for sure when you're running against a play action. And definitely not at shotgun. But I don't necessarily think it's bad. This is why I shifted him that direction. 2-yard gain. Because I saw what was going to happen, and I was like, let's do better than what we did last time. And we did. We're doing a relatively decent job at stopping the run inside. Season, he has 13 receptions, 280 yards, and 3 touchdowns. I don't know if it's including this game, though. I don't think that's the case. Like, one of these guys are definitely going to get open. That's going to be batted down. I'm like, no way he's going to get that. Let's try to... a short cross here. That is not a short cross. Are you kidding me? That is not even a cross. That looks like a bad route run slant. That's what it looks like. Just hold on to the ball, which he did. McCormick. He's like such a solid just backup halfback. It's like this team really does rely on the running backs a lot. So that's why having a running back to rely on is very helpful. What happened to Carter? I guess he's just sitting out because he's... Or you see fatigue. It's either of the two. There he is. I was like, where was he for the longest of times? There we go. There's me, wide open for a first down. Oh, I could have thrown it. I don't know. What did I? I ain't sure. Looks like we might actually get the lead finally. And I actually might choose some clock here as well because we're going to get the lead, so it makes sense to choose the clock. There's no Jonathan Allen, so this should be a really easy first down, which it is. I'm just going to keep running no huddle. They do not have Jonathan Allen, which is just going to make my life so easy because he's not even on the field, even though it will kind of suffer the entire team now. All right, we're going to run a different play, and Brown Miller is injured. Now, when I meant by that, I didn't meant by him in particular getting injured. And that is a touchdown for Mr. Kimball. Who says we need to rely on the pass right now, huh? Who says that? Certainly not me. Shoulder strain. We'll keep him in for now. I'm not gonna force things or anything, but like if he does end up, if we're in like a good situation, then I probably will sit him out so he doesn't get injured. But that's point. 1st and 10. Less than 3 minutes left on the clock. Oh, they run QB draw. Break your shed block, Jesus Christ. Like, it's not that complicated to break out your shed block. It's just not. That's wide open. Every time they run that play, it's every time. It's every time. By speed. Dude, I hate when they play press, when it's man coverage. I guess it's okay if it's zone coverage, but not man coverage. That is not okay to me. Gabriel just could not catch up to him. Oh, because of injury timeout. Okay. I was about to have a rival complaint of why isn't the clock going, but I guess that makes sense. All right, 2nd and 9. Oh my sweet Jesus Christ! You got cooked to next week. Inside zone. How was that at the 1? How was that at the 1? I thought he was going to go outside. I wasn't expecting him to go inside. Damn it. All right. Got the ball to the 32. We have plenty of time, I think, to drive the ball downfield, I think. That's out of bounds. This is also out of bounds. We're already basically in field goal range. So let's probably run shoe clock now, which I already was running. And let's go iPhone stretch. Reason why I want a shoe clock is because I want to get the lead in the half. That's the big reason of why. There we go. Oh, cheese. And not saying that because of G-Head, obviously. I'm not saying it because of that. On to a kickoff. I know this is a little too late, but I'm gonna just say this right now. Unlike in Cuphead, where like I cut to another moment or something like that, there will be no cuts for this because, again, like I said, these videos are already super long. I don't want to add additional transitions and stuff. But maybe here and there I might, but outside of that, that's basically about it. 2nd and 10. We obviously know it's going to be a pass. Oh, God. I don't like that I was out of bounds. We're playing the pass and we're playing spread and we're going to contain the quarterback. Bro, just tackle him, please. Is that too complicated to ask? Is for a person to tackle him? They're going to call their timeout. And I'm going to call timeout as well. All right. Let's see, did I ice the kicker? The kick is up, and it is good. So they made it anyways. And there's still an additional second. But I'll see you guys in the second half. All right. The second half is underway now. 35-31. This is actually a very high-scoring game. And I'm not a fan of it. I won't lie. Alright. Like, I'm fine when we're putting up a lot of points, but it's not fine if we're both putting up points, you know? Oh, my. This is what I mean about, like, I hate our... Sometimes I like my defensive line, but sometimes I freaking hate it. And this is the moment where I absolutely hate it, and I wish it wasn't like this. Because just stuff like that just should not happen, period. And it happens basically once per game where they get a run inside and they get a ton of yards and a touchdown. I never get that, which is not even fair. Let's run some shoe clock, which actually I think I already had. No. Yeah, thanks. Nice block. And he's injured. I care to explain how that was a pathetic freaking block. And that is the second time in a row our left guard did absolutely nothing. So Creepfall is injured, which I actually don't even have to worry about taking him out on defense because he doesn't even start on defense. So I am going to murder. That should be a PI, by the way. But whatever. 4th and 11, I have to punt it here. And they have the ball. And they have to lead, which... That's just a recipe of a disaster. Handoff dive. 4-yard gain. We do gotta watch the run, but we do also gotta watch the pass. Oh, it's a screen. I haven't ran this play yet. It was like they've always ran an inside zone or play action. Those are the only plays they've ran out of that formation, and now they change it up. 3rd and 3. I would not be surprised if they run a QB draw. They don't. You had your hands on it. Oh. You had your freaking hands on it, dude. I mean, I'm thankful that it's a 4th down, but man, that should have been picked. It really should have. And that is down at the 12. I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure that wasn't. Look. That is the... Oh, no, that is the 12. For a sec, I thought that was like the 13-yard line. My bad. Alright. 3-yard gain. God, I wish we had a better offensive line. Aiden Brownmiller returns. Yay. Man, some of these passes are just mediocre, really. And they're very easy passes, too, sometimes, by the way. Like, that's kind of what pisses me off. I have no idea what Carson was running. I knew he was running a Texas route, but that was exactly not a Texas route. But I will not complain, because that got us the first anyway. Alright, that's wide open. Alright, we're gonna run inside zone. I like that wide gaping hole up in the middle for 5 yards. Come on. Oh, if he outrun him, that would have been a touchdown. Over 100 yards now for Carter today. Do you think they're going to expect it twice in a row? Nope. Touchdown. Carter Melikar. This has been... I mean, it feels like every game, though, is a tight game. And I'm kind of sad. Because, like, I wish every now and then there was, like, a blowout. I mean, not for me, obviously. And I don't think I would do that ever just because... One, it kind of ruins our reputation a little bit. And two, because I hate this game. To pass, as I suspected. That was my fault. That could have been picked, but that was my fault. That zone. Let's play action. Nice job, Connor. Finally. Have got a second forever. Pass. I'm going to use your Brown Miller here. I don't know how Tilly caught that, but I'm not going to complain. And Tilly's probably getting player of the game. Tilly is literally just popping off in this game with 2 INTs. I mean, yeah, he hasn't done anything on offense, which I don't think he's ever really done anything on offense, to be honest, but that's besides the point. What position does he play on offense? Oh, he plays wide receiver. I didn't even know he did. Do you think they're going to expect a run to the left? They certainly didn't, I think. And we're almost done with the third quarter. I just gotta say, this rushing offense is what really has been keeping us in this game right now. Or hell, even winning this game, just in general. Alright, we are now officially in the fourth quarter. And we're going to start off with a touchdown. 49-38. How many points have we ever put up a 50 points before? I'm trying to remember. Have we? I don't know. I don't quite remember. But we are very close to 60 points, which I think we maybe have gotten 60 before. I know we haven't gotten anything above 70 for sure. There's nothing above 70. That's a guarantee. Which technically we could get if we got 3 touchdowns. But I'm not going to do that. Especially when we're still in this. He's breaking every freaking tackle because we just can't tackle, apparently. Let's have him wear it out and then we'll tackle him. Nice job, Carter. Now that is an impressive tackle. Like getting tackled while you're having an offensive lineman in front of you, that's not easy to do. Hell, even tackling sometimes it's a little difficult. I understand, like, I kind of hate this game a lot in terms of the tackling department. But, like, with some of the tackling, it's kind of annoying. It's like, you're not getting, like, swerved like in real life you would. No, you're just getting broken tackles, and when people catch the ball finally, they break a tackle. Right when they catch the ball, which is just, it's just not fair in my opinion. Personally, I don't think it's fair. We got 7 minutes left in this game. We're going to just try to chew the clock out and get the heck out of here. That's what we're going to try to do. That's probably going to be my main goal. Because I don't want to be here anymore. And I just want to get this win. Zaz over 20 carries this game. Like, as much as I love Carter, God, we can use another running back. Like, to get much more carries than he does. Like, it's kind of unbelievable to me that he gets so many carries. I think I might, if he does get over 200 yards, he's subbing out for the rest of the game. There's no way I'm going to risk him getting injured. And he just lost his X Factor. That sucks. Feels like as soon as I unlock this man's X Factor, it just immediately disappears. Damn. Alright, that's not great. 3rd and 11. That's open. Just stay in bounds. Did he stay in bounds? I think he did he? No, he got out of bounds. That's fine. It's not the end of the world. I just kind of wish he stayed in bounds. And now we're just about field goal range. About. I bet you they're probably expecting to run to the left every single time when I run that play. They probably are, because I've only ran it to that side. Which is so bizarre, because I have backup left guard there. So you would figure I wouldn't be targeting that area. Alright. We're in the red zone. And we're just going to keep on chewing the clock. I don't care about scoring a touchdown. I just don't. Our goal right now is to play the wise game. So now we're in the 2-minute warning. And a first down would essentially end this game. If not, we already have ended this game. So alright. Now we just kind of have to score a touchdown, really. That's all we have to do now. And we did that exactly. 55 points, and I'm just going to super sim the rest of this game. The score is 56-41. So, I think without a doubt, who deserves this is Tilly. Tilly had 2 interceptions. I mean, I think it's well deserved. So, I think I'll give it... I'll just give it to his corner position in particular. So, Tilly, let's run a man. Let's do man, because I do run man coverage a lot, which, well, I don't run it as much, but, like, our zone coverage is okay, but our man coverage just needs a lot of work, to be honest. So that's definitely what we could do. Chase Barber is our leading receiver. That's surprising. Did he not even... I don't even remember if he got a ton of... I don't think he got a ton of catches that game, too, which just makes it bizarre. So, player stats. Jack Bunyan did a very, very good job. Jane Daniels... 165 yards for Carter and 42 yards for Daniel McCormick, who, funny enough, 2 times the amount of rushing yards than their backup halfback, and we 2 times the amount that their starting running back did, which is kind of hilarious. And offensively, Barber did a lot. I just couldn't remember him catching the ball. He had 7 catches and 101 yards. But Carson Hill had a very, very good game. And then Brown Miller had that pretty good catch. You know, our offensive line, we only allowed 1 sack, which was Gio. And sacks, we got Gio and Connor. Most tackles for loss was actually just tied with 1. Most interceptions, obviously, was Tilly. And Barber had 1 interception as well. So, anyways, guys, I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace.